Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, this will just work. I seem to always have issues getting it to actually display the game. And it would appear that I am having it again, so please stand by. Still just waiting to load in here. I'm gonna have to switch my game to be full screen and then back again or something. I don't know why this always happens to me, but I guess that's what I get for using a beta product. Okay, let's see here. Graphics, video, full screen. Something changed. Game capture, edit, change this, yes. Save. There we go. Alright. Sorry about that. I literally don't understand why I have to do this every time, but it's like it doesn't actually pick it up whenever it's windowed, and then I have to switch to full screen, and then it picks it up, and then I can switch it back for some reason. Anyway. Alright, so welcome. So this is round 6 of FRL, Formula Racing League. We are just over so round 6. So yeah, we're almost at the 2-month mark of this season 5. We have a ton of people out, so lots of opportunity for really, really good points from everybody today. A lot of people on business trips and sick and can't make it for one reason or another. So I do believe that we have quite a few people that are within similar pace, so hopefully we won't have a snooze fest, even though we don't have too many drivers out on track. I'll also be very interested to see, one of the bad things about racing on Mondays is we always get the patch, so this 1.10 just came out, and there are changes to Baku, and there are changes to force feedback. I also heard that they made some changes to like braking, so we'll see how all of that plays out. I believe Sheer is going to be the very first person we're watching. That is still very loud. Bear with me here. There we go, that's a little better. If you're in the chat, let me know if I sound good. It does say we got a couple people watching, so this time I actually have the microphone selected properly, so oof, very tight. Alright, so Sheer just kicking off the very first lap. This is his first league race this season, so not trying to send my commentator curse energy towards him, but let's see what he can do. Huge braking zone, going from like what, 215 miles an hour to about 40 miles an hour. Into the second DRS zone here. Looking pretty neat and tidy so far. And this is the area that they leveled out the road because apparently it was very bumpy when it wasn't supposed to be. Looks a lot easier. We had a league race last Thursday in Baku, and a lot of people were spinning in that area, so. Ooh, a little bit deep there, Miss Apex, but still looking to be a pretty good first lap here. Lots of minimum speed, and I think that was maybe a little bit of damage. Let me actually pull the telemetry up too. Sorry about that. Let's see. Sheer, no, he did not get any damage, so that's good. I don't know how he didn't get any damage. It looked like a pretty good shunt to the front right tire, but kept some good minimum speed regardless. I see Silence just got some damage on his front right wing. So I think we're looking for in the low 140s for a really, really, really good lap. So it's just kicking it off with a banker of a 141.9. Right behind him we got Ian, who we have not seen in a while as well. He's back for some more FRL action, so good to see him on track. And like I said, Silence did get some damage here, so I don't expect it's going to be too fast. He still keeps a 42, so it's not the worst time that he could have with 20% front wing damage. So we got Red just finishing up Sector 2 here. I'm always super curious what kind of wings everyone's running. This is a track that requires a lot of straight line speed, as there's pretty much half the track is just a straight line. So, and then another quarter of it is also a straight line. So it's, yeah, having a trimmed rear wing is pretty important. So I think a lot of people were running like 9.5 wings. So I'm curious. I mean, that was before the update too, so again, I'm not entirely sure all of what that entailed, but it's possible that might have changed some of the required values. Not sure. But Red with a 41.4, not too bad. What else we got? Cub is just finishing up his lap here as well. And Cub does not have any of his normal rivals on track. He is currently sitting in second place in the championship, quite a ways behind Camborne, almost 50 points behind Camborne. So Camborne's not able to make it tonight. So this is a huge opportunity for Cub to cut into that 50-point deficit and maybe even half that championship lead that Camborne currently has. And he comes in with a solid banker, 140.7. Super solid. That's about 5/10 faster than what anyone else has done. Goldie with a 41.2, Red 41.4. So pretty spread out so far. Rafa didn't actually complete a lap, he invalidated, so he's just coming in for some fresh tires. And I think Red's also coming in. Is that rain that I see? I swear I just saw rain. Let's check the session here. Yeah, wow. Okay, so 35% chance of rain right now. In 10 minutes, 45% chance. So definitely possible we'll see some drops. These might, in fact, be the fastest times that we will see. The race does look dry, so probably not going to change their setups or anything like that, but yeah, interesting. So I am very curious. These might be, let's see if anyone else goes out. Might be hard to beat what's already out there. Cubs already out again. choosing to not let this rain mess up any possibility of a second solid lap, although I'm gonna be honest, it's already looking like it's raining, so. Yep, he's gonna do, okay. It's just gonna warm up those rears, I guess. Oh, man. It says he's on scrub tires, though. It's really interesting. Alright, let's see what he can do here. Took a little bit too much curb there, but like I said, I suspect that this is going to be a just for fun kind of lap here. Unless I'm, you know, every now and then there's some desync when it comes to weather, so who fucking knows what it's actually doing out there. Yeah, it does look like he's significantly slower. Yeah. Welp. Looks like Shear's going to continue pushing, see if he can beat this 41.9. But I think we might have our qualifying positions here. We'll see if maybe we'll get some early retirements so we can just kick off the race. Since there's no rain in the race, no point in preparing, you know, any stints or getting in the zone for wet weather. Shear did actually do a green sector 1, so maybe the track is still pretty grippy. Let's see what he does on the sector 2 here. Yeah, it's also green, so okay. Ignore me. I did think it was odd that we were only at 35% chance to rain and it's raining, so. I think it's possible Shear might actually improve here by a little bit. I can't see his dash, but it's looking good. Oh no, he did improve, 41.6, so he took 0.3 off, not bad. If anything, that will more solidify his P4 that he's sitting in right now. So Ian is also finishing up his lap here. And he is not getting any green sectors, so he was not able to make the improvements like Shear was. So I suspect he'll probably be coming into the pits. Red, on the other hand, has 2 green sectors. Fresh set of tires here. So I think we should see a tiny bit of improvement from him as well. Was that invalid, or am I just crazy? Was it just barely improved? I didn't see the number. My bad. Oh, he's just starting. Sorry. Did not realize he was just hauling ass. I was wondering how his tires were so fresh. Oh yeah, here we go. Well, damn. So Silence, he's coming in off his outlap. Oh, Santi's here. I don't know how I didn't see him. Is this Shear going for another, or is he coming? I think this is an in-lap. Yeah, it's an in-lap. Yep, I think this is all that we're going to be able to do here. do have people. Looks like Santi's going out. I don't know if he came in late. I think he might have actually come in late, so he does not currently have a lap. Rafa has already retired, so I think as long as Santi gets something on the board, he will stay P7. So I'm guessing that that's what he's doing. And Cub is probably just going out for another glory lap here. Cub, let's see if you could do a Verstappen 360. That's what I want to see. I know you're in here, so. I've seen Yarno do it. It's possible. And you're in the car for it, so. Oh. And he just goes ahead and retires. All right. Yep, so I think we just have Santi. Oh. Shit. We had Santi, and now he's got 26% damage. I wonder if he'll still do the lap, knowing that he's got that damage. Or is he going to come in, repair it, new tires, go all the way out again, maybe even do it on inters. Only got 3 minutes left here. Let's see what he chooses to do. Oh, he's coming in. Okay. All right, all right, all right. All right, well, we'll have a bit of a slow ending to the quali here, because I do think it is very likely he will come back out. So it'll just be the Santi show for the last 2.5 minutes here. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's doing here. I think this would be a good opportunity to retire. I don't think it's possible for anyone to do any type of lap at this point. So we're already a minute 20, so, and no one's out. So, yeah. Okay, so knowing that this is probably our order, let's take a look at some theoreticals, I guess. So Goldie looking really strong in that P2 position, and he's currently sitting 14th in the Drivers' Championship. So huge opportunity for some really solid points. I mean, a podium would pull him all the way up into the P5, P6, P7 range, so would really bring him into the mix of the kind of midfield battle alongside Red Baron, who's also sitting in P3. Had some solid pace when we raced on Thursday, but unfortunately got screwed over by the game and was not able to finish up. So I'm sure at minimum he's looking to finish this one and hopefully not get screwed in this race. So, but yeah, Red's currently sitting P5, has one podium this season, and is probably looking for another one, itching for another one even. Sheer with his first race back, first league race in F122, I believe, was definitely a solid driver in F1 2021 whenever we raced last season, but just hasn't been able to make the first few races. So solid result so far with a P4 on the grid. I'm sure he's really happy with that, to be honest. And then I think Ian also was up there. I think he was P5, so I think he'd be pretty happy with that. Looked like he was maybe a little fresh to this track, so to get a solid time on the board, he's probably happy with that. All right, so we will have a formation lap. Usually we'll have a minute here for folks to pick strategy, all that jazz. So we will just hang out, and then we will hope for a delicious race with some drama. Not too much drama. I am curious how many wings Castle section will take. In our race on Thursday, I think we had 9 wings lost to Castle. I doubt we will see anything close to that this time around, but you never know. Castle is a cruel beast. I see Ginger. Let me see if I can get him in here. May have one more. Oh, I think it's too late. Okay, formation lap has started here. So again, we got Cub in P1, Goldie lining up next to him in the P2 position, Red Baron and Sheer on the second row. Then we've got Ian and Silence, the third row, and Santi and Rafa in the back, which is still fourth row. So all to play for here. A lot of really fast guys. Rafa, one of the fast guys on track for sure, sitting in the very back. So I'm not sure if he didn't set a time on purpose. That is something that he has done in the past, him and Cub both. So we will see what kind of pace he's got and if he can do maybe he's going a last to first challenge. So let's take a look at the tire choice. So, ooh, okay, so we do have a split. We've got the front 2 on hards, and then Rafa in the back on hards. Everyone else on mediums, knowing maybe that they have to do something a little bit different to try and make up some ground that they weren't able to with just the one real lap in qualifying. So yeah, we should see maybe some overtakes here on the front 2. Oh, and come just a little bit too much fishtail in there. Just trying to warm those tires up. They're definitely going to be nice and crispy now. Man, whenever you spin on this game, it destroys your tires. It took a dent out of those tires whenever he did that. I'm not sure if that carries through into the race, but I'm pretty sure it does. So that, I doubt it's going to make a difference in strategy or anything, but you kind of want as much wear as you possibly can, especially on this first stint. So, oh, and he spins again. Yep, his tires are not happy right now. His fronts are already almost at 10% wear. Front right is at 8.2%, so he's got more wear than all of the medium runners. It's Cub though. He doesn't really need any advantages, let's be honest. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what is happening? Okay, that was weird. All right, 5 lights, and we are off. And Red gets an amazing start. Cub was able to hold on to the first position. He also got a really good start. Oh, and oh, I think that was Silent. No, it was Ian Brax with a little bit of damage in the very back. I think he'll be okay, though. I don't think he's going to have to retire or anything here, but that is definitely going to hinder him as Goldie with an unexpected spin. Sorry, we missed that one. I don't know if there was some contact being made there or what. Rafa already up into the P3 position. So a lot of switching around here. There must have definitely been some contact here. And all the medium runners all kind of in a pack behind the hard runners now up front, other than Goldie. I think Goldie, maybe his tires weren't quite up to temperature there. Luckily, nope, we do have Silence has no wing whatsoever. So that's rough. So he's definitely going to have to come in and shear with a little bit of wing damage, but not impossible if he wants to stay out. But I think, yeah, Shear, Ian, Santi all keep in touch with each other here, all on the medium tires. But I think Goldie should be able to make up some good time here, as, like I said, Shear's got a little bit of wing damage. So I'm sure he'll be pushing his ass off trying to get into DRS range just so he can hold on to these medium runners. Otherwise, it may prove to be a little tough in the end. And Cub on lap 1 already with a 1.8 second lead, which is pretty wild. And yeah, you can see Shearer is just dumping ERS here. Ian thinking about it. He's sticking a tire in there, but Santi kind of closing the door a little bit there for him, or on him rather. Ian showing a little bit of pace though. Let's see if he's gonna be patient here, or is he gonna go aggro on Santi? I mean, shit, he is just absolutely dumping ERS, just dumping ERS. And we do see Silence going into the pits, getting that new front wing. Switching to the softs, which is interesting. Maybe he knows that his safety car is his only saving grace rather than going long. Well, I think he started on... No, he started on the medium. He definitely could have switched to the hard tire. Interesting. Maybe he's going to go soft to hard. I don't know. It could also be a Jeff moment here, I'm going to be honest. You know how that goes. Jumping back over here to Shear. Right on the back of Ian. Oh, and Santi with a little spin there, which is going to push him all the way back to 7th place. Goldie already making up some positions from all that he had lost earlier. And only 2.4 seconds behind Shear now. So really able to make up some solid ground. Hopefully, I mean, these guys are going to have DRS here very shortly, so let's see if they're going to play nice with each other, or if maybe they're going to continue fighting, which is only going to give Goldie more of an opportunity to come back into play here. And Shear also just dumping ERS. Everyone just dumping ERS. He is making the move. He's got an awkward line. And Ian's holding on to the outside here. I think Shear's going to have to give it back. Oh, and Ian had to go into the escape road. That is unfortunate. A lot of early snafus for some drivers here. And again, this is only helping Goldie. All of that fighting has allowed him to make up almost 2 seconds in the last lap. And out front, you can see Red actually making up time here on Cub. So I don't know if Cub made a mistake, or maybe those medium tires are just feeling very nice. Maybe Cub doesn't have a good setup. Not sure. You see Cub is sitting at 90% ERS, not having to push too much, but he is just going to keep Red out of DRS. which is a smart move. We'll see if Red chooses to push back or if he's just okay being in second place. I think he wants to keep touch with him. It's just not quite enough to be in DRS though. Goldie, 1.8 seconds behind Sheer. I think Sheer is actually doing pretty well considering he's got 11% front wing damage, front right wing damage. So able to continue pushing. He didn't just go straight in to replace his wing. So probably a smart move. Looks like he's still able to keep some very decent pace on those medium tires right now. And Goldie not even really putting too much of a dent in him. Of course, he is on the hards, so it'll probably take a lap or two to get in there and get the DRS that he needs. And Ian, oh, well, did he have damage? Oh, man. Yeah, he just came out on those very, very cold, hard tires. And Silence on the soft tires was able to already make up a place. Now those tires will be going off here pretty quick. Oh, and Ian. He's just not, yeah, that tire warm-up not working too well for him. As it looks like he might have just gotten a little bit of damage again. I don't know how hard that hit was. Oh, and Red, look at this. Actually within DRS. I think Cub knows this isn't really his battle right now. Totally comfortable, not burning ERS. Staying on the racing line. And they go side by side, and Cub is just gonna concede it. Which makes sense. I mean, there's a tire delta. I don't think he's looking to ruin his race by fighting and getting damage or losing too much time to the people behind. He knows come his second leg of his stint, or his second stint, he'll be on those medium tires and they're going to be so much faster. So and Rafa actually into the pits now as well, exiting. Not sure what the Delta's doing there. That was weird. So yeah, he must have had some damage as well. Yeah, interesting. Two-stop I don't think is really a thing around here, so it's just weird to see so many soft tires. But you know, each their own. And Goldie is still not able to make up too much time on the delta here between him and Sheer. Maybe the tire delta is just a lot higher than I thought. That would totally make sense. I really don't know how much faster the mediums are. I would say on most tracks they're relatively similar in pace. The delta is not nearly as large as it used to be in previous games, but given how much mechanical grip you need on this track, I could see this being a track that the delta is quite high. And again, I think Red's not going to fight this too much. These guys are probably totally happy just swapping back and forth. Just playing the DRS game, helping each other out. Oh, quite the lockup there. Damn. And Red is going to lose quite a few positions there. That's tough. You get into the back of those, or you get behind and get that slipstream. Your braking distance changes quite a bit. You lose a lot of downforce, so makes sense. You had a little lockup there. So Cub comfortably in front now. Sheer 6.8 seconds behind again. Has a little bit of front wing damage, but it does not seem to be slowing him down too much. You can see maybe, just maybe, we might be close to the crossover point. At least the crossover point if you have some front wing damage. Because Goldie is making up some time now. And in fact, 4/10 alone are in that that sector alone. So yeah, you can tell he's starting to understeer a little bit. He's just losing time through these zippy parts. And Goldie already almost in DRS, which is kind of nice. He should get it on the next. Well, maybe. We'll see how this turns. See how good his turn is. Woo! It's gonna be close. Didn't quite get it, man. Just a 10th out of it. And Sheer with just nothing left in the tank. Just absolute zero. I think Goldie just needs to be patient. With Red over 12 seconds behind, and with Goldie being on the appropriate, or I guess the better strat of the two, he's definitely looking good already for a second place trophy in this race if he can keep it up. And hopefully I didn't jinx him. Ooh, damn, that was close. Okay, he just broke the 1 second barrier, so can he hold on to it? Yeah, you can tell the wing damage, especially on that last turn before the long straight. Sheer just struggles so much. Cool, so this should be a nice little toe for Goldie. Don't think he'll be able to make a pass here. He's way too far back. No no ERS to play with either. Get this fucking pop-up out of the way. And again, I'm not sure he'll have it here. I think he'll have to wait until the end of this lap to have a real shot. See if he can follow pretty nicely. And I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I came back just in time to see the action. Still doesn't look like he's close enough here. Sheer doing a really good job to keep him behind. Really good exit from Goldie though on this one. Still no ERS to play with, but well, Sheer actually has some decent ERS to defend with, so it may just have to be a couple, yeah, just got to be patient on Goldie's part. Alright, and let's look around elsewhere. Red still quite a ways back from Goldie and Sheer, unfortunately. Those tires probably starting to go off a little bit. As he's, yeah, currently sitting 45% wear on the front right. Rafa on those soft tires, making some pretty decent inroads, but will absolutely have to stop again. And I'm sure well, yeah, he's going to have to go. He started on the hards. So I think he's going to have to do a long soft stint and a long medium stint. Well, I guess it won't be a long medium stint. It'll be a normal medium stint. I think mediums go about 13. I mean, they'll go longer, but they're good for about 12 or 13 laps. Yeah, look at the time he's making up on red. 4/10 in that sector 2. Good exit here, still making up time. And how are we doing back here? Santi about 10 seconds behind Rafa. Also had some early race trials and tribulations, but not out of it yet, that's for sure. And Silence not too far behind him, with 8.8 seconds between him and Santi. Will definitely, I think he stopped lap, no, that was lap 2 or 3. So yeah, he'll absolutely have to stop again, probably go, I would guess he would go to the hards. He started on the mediums, so you only get one set of mediums and one set of hards now, so I think the hard tire is going to be better for him. But maybe he prefers the scrub set, I'm not sure. You see Goldie actually within DRS range of Sheer now, so, well, sorry, he's been there, but holding on to it. Still hasn't made his way through. And Shear's just perfectly saving and using his ERS at the right points. Colt just can't do it. He can't get in the right zone here. Oh, okay, cool. This is a good break for Goldie, because that was probably starting to slow him down in Sector 2, but Sheer in the pits for the first legitimate stop, and he, oh no, did he not replace his wing? I forget that if the damage is not high enough that it won't actually replace it. I am positive he was meaning to do that, because doing the whole race with the damaged wing is, yeah, that's tough. That is tough. So that, if you're new to this game, or you just, yeah, if you don't get play in leagues that do damage, or I don't know why you wouldn't know this, but I believe you have to have at least 20% wing damage for it to automatically change your wing. Even so, you have an option that is auto for wing repair, and that will only change your wing if you're at like 15 or 20%, and he was at 11%. So that's something new for this game. In the old game, auto meant it would just always change your wing. So, yeah. You live and you learn. This is something we all messed up on in our first couple of races in this new game. So I think, given this is his first race, he's going through the same pain that we did. But he is able to, I mean, the delta here between him and Red is quite high. I think Red's tires have definitely had it. I think he'll be pitting this lap, as his front right is at 58%. So, pretty tough. Yeah, there he goes. So after all of that, I'm trying to reason about this. So Goldie spun, or had some contacts, lap 1. And somehow after all of this time is only 6 seconds behind Cub. So either Cub made a mistake and I just wasn't able to keep track of all the things, or Goldie just didn't lose that much time to begin with. I think Cub must have made a mistake. Seems like he would be way, way further out front. But maybe the like slight battling with Red early cost him some time. Not sure. But yeah, Goldie in a really good position after that lap 1 incident that he had. And again, he gets to go on the alternate strat where he gets those delicious medium tires for his second stint, which will probably be around lap 16. Yeah, I mean, Red went 12 laps, and he spun, so his tires were hurting pretty good. And you can just barely see Cub off in the distance on Goldie's screen. That's a good motivator. So Rafa went in to grab some medium tires, and he's coming up behind Santi, who's on some old-ass mediums. I don't have any data for him, but if I had to guess, they were probably hurting. Oh no! Fuck Santi! Oh man, that is just, yeah, that's tough. I'm sure those tires were dead, and I might have cursed him a little bit, but that is just, that sucks. That's a scary, scary little turn, so. So I'm not, I guess we do have a safety car. Didn't actually say that we do, but, oh yeah, it's already out. Okay, so I think, I mean, the mediums will absolutely go to the end here. So I think Cub's in, Goldie's in. Sheer honestly needs to go in and get his wing replaced, and he's got the delta to do it. So I'm sure he will do that. But the thing is, what do you do with your tires? Damn. Yeah, fuck. All he can do is switch back to his mediums, so he would have to go to softs and do a 2-stop. Man, that's a tough spot. He can't safely change his wing. He can't just go in and change his wing and leave the tires. Yeah, so Cub in, Goldie in as well. Jesus, look at this entrance. Let's see what Sheer does. Yeah, I think he knows he's got to stay out. Tough. And Rafa just pit, so no reason for him to pit. Red also just pit, unfortunately. And then silence. Yeah. So I think the only people to benefit are the people that didn't really need to benefit. So Sheer is the person who needed it the most, but it needed to happen in at a point in time where he could end on the softs, and it's just not there yet. So. All right, so we will get stacked back up, which is going to take a minute because we're pretty spread out, so I expect we'll do another lap after this one as well. I don't think those guys are going to catch up fast enough. So taking a look at the penalties, so Sheer has 1 warning, Rafa has 3-second penalty and 1 warning, and Silence has 2 warnings, so 1 more and he gets a penalty. but relatively little warnings and penalties on this track. Pretty surprised. Not a ridiculously hard track to avoid penalties, but even still. I think the turn right before Castle section is it's pretty easy if you're trying to take the real apex. If you don't cut it pretty close, you're losing tons of time every lap. So I think that's probably where a lot of these warnings are coming from. And yeah, we're gonna do a whole nother lap, so hold on to your butts. So what this will do is everyone that had a rough go at the beginning of the race is going to have some capability to be back in it. But with that said, we got Cub and Goldie and Rafa all on that alternate strat, and they're going to be fast as fuck. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough for anyone to challenge those front two. And I think, honestly, Rafa will probably, with Sheer having that wing damage, I can see Rafa getting in front pretty quick. He's usually pretty fast off the line, and just fast in general, so I don't think he'll have too much trouble getting around and maybe even battling with those guys up front, which is going to mean the 3 hard runners are all going to battle, and the 3 medium runners will probably all battle. So it'll be fun. This will give Red an opportunity to come back as well after that escape road incident that he had earlier. Don't think a podium's quite in the cards for him, but definitely a P4 finish is within reach. Alright, and it looks like we are 1 pack. So hopefully the safety car will come in this lap. Because I'm running out of things to say. And no one in chat wants to talk to me. Mainly because I think many of you are driving. Alright, safety car in this lap. Beautiful. So, where does Cub choose to go? Is he gonna go early? You kind of don't want to. This straight's so long. But maybe he can catch Goldie sleeping. Oh, he's going. No, just kidding. He is not going. I thought he was. Get a better angle, shall we? Okay, here we go. And he is off. Come on, give me a better angle. Oh, man. And the front two are just completely gone, basically. I think Sheer will be... Oh, shit. That's... How did he not get any more damage? Yeah, that definitely... was kind of a hard hit there, but managed to get away with it. And Rafa, as expected, already going down the inside, easily going to take that position from Sheer. And already has 2.5 seconds to make up on the front runners, so that's a huge delta. Probably going to have to use a lot of ERS, or he'll have to hope that Cub and Goldie get into a little bit of battling that's going to make kind of give him some capability to claw his way back in. Yeah, he's already losing touch. And to be honest, so is Goldie. Yeah, everyone's dumping ERS to the end here. They know how important being out of the DRS range once that pops back in 2 laps is going to be. But everyone needs to continue being measured. The walls are very close to the track here. And while we only have 10 laps, anything can happen in those 10 laps, so no heroics. Sheer is just about keeping touch with Rafa. What would be interesting is if Sheer is able to keep the train connected, maybe towards the end of this race, we might see the tire wear start to affect the mediums a little bit. I mean, I think they're comfortably gonna, like, definitely not gonna be in puncture territory or anything because they were easy laps during the safety car, and I think, you know, the laps that they have left, low fuel, and it's well within the range of what that tire can do, so probably not. But if someone's got a setup that's really hard on tires, you never know. And Sheer is actually able to keep up with Rafa here. That's amazing, considering he has that wing damage. And Red not able to keep in touch with him. Whoa, a little bit of lag, little bit of lag. And Cub is gone. Looks like Goldie might have made a little bit of a mistake there. Yeah, Cub's on a mission. He's on these faster tires. He's feeling good. Low fuel. I think it's going to be quite comfortable for him. Look at Sheer. I can't believe how close Sheer is still. I mean, to be honest, driver of the day so far right now, because to do the entire race with wing damage and somehow still have the pace to stay in front of other guys on the same exact strategy, same tires, had to do a safety car restart. Pretty wild. I think he's just going to bide his time and just wait for those mediums to start dropping. I mean, Rafa's probably the one that is in the most danger of the tires, like the tire wear starting to affect him. His tires are already 6 laps old, granted. A couple of those were under the safety car, but definitely not nearly as fresh as those front two. And maybe that's why he's having trouble actually catching up to those front two. But I mean, already a 5-second delta there. And in fact, Red is starting to catch back up here as well, which indicates that Rafa might actually be slowing Sheer down, or Red's maybe just finally gotten his tires up to temperature and feeling a little more comfortable on that hard tire. And I think Sheer will easily be able to make the pass here. She's going to use some extra ERS. Oh no! Pushed a little bit too hard on that exit. Oh, heartbreak. Heartbreak there. What this does do is give Red another shot. I mean, already for a shot at holding on to P4, but maybe even a shot at Rafa, as he has been making up some decent time. I think Rafa's tires are already starting to go a little bit here. We'll really be able to tell through this section because this is where all the mechanical grip is required. And, you know, to be honest, Rafa's got 3-second penalties, so, and with Red having no warnings, he's got a lot of track mess ups to play with before he just doesn't need to be within 3 seconds. So he doesn't even have to necessarily win this on track, but I think he can do it. The pace seems to be there. And somehow Goldie is starting to come back at Cub as well, making up quite a few tenths on this last lap alone. I have not seen who has the fastest lap. Let's see. Cubs currently got the fastest lap by quite a margin. Silence. Oh no. I think he DNF'd. I think is this another? It is another safety car. Oh man. Okay, so this is the spice that I needed in my life. So this is gonna give everyone an. I mean, it's all. Everyone gets soft tires. So all of this tire delta nonsense, this wing damage nonsense, all of that's going out the window. I really hope Shear figures out that he has to change his wing damage thing. And in fact, I will tell him. Because I really want him to have a fair shot because his pace has been really good. Oh, and he's not in Discord. So just kidding. Hopefully he'll figure it out. So even though we had a mere 8 drivers, we've had 3 DNFs. I didn't actually see what happened to Ian. He might have actually just retired. I do think he was really struggling. But the other 2 definitely were DNFs, so I have no doubt in my mind every person's going directly into the pits right here. And I'm sure Goldie is very excited to have a shot because honestly his pace looks really good. He definitely wants to redeem himself after the struggles of Thursday. I'm sure of it. That was weird. So softs. Let's see if Shear gets his wing repaired properly. Fingers crossed that he's figured it out. Yes, wonderful. Okay, and hopefully we will only do 1 lap so that we'll have a solid 5 laps of qualifying action between these guys. And if you're just joining us, see we've got a few folks watching. This is season 5. This is round 6 of our current season. I believe we have 15 or 16 races this season. So we're still quite early in the season. Usually it lasts almost till Christmas or a little bit longer. We race every day. Sorry, every day. We do not race every day. We race every Monday at 8:30 Eastern Time. So if you're interested, we have lots of room. We have a lot of folks that unfortunately have had to back out just due to, work obligations and things like that. So if you're interested in driving, it's still early in the season. We'd love to have you. There's not really there's kind of all sorts of skill levels within the league. So pretty sure that you would find there's some or a group of drivers that are within kind of your pace that you would kind of be able to race against. So check us out. Our website is FRL.app. You can also do a bang Discord in the chat, and it'll give you a link to our Discord as well. And it's going to make us do another lap. damn game. Cub's trying to burn off that fuel. So I would have expected that everyone was on brand new softs, but somehow red has got quite a bit more wear than everyone else, so I'm not entirely sure why that is. I would have expected him, yeah, because you get 4 softs and it rains, so I don't think everyone went out on 4 different tires. Alright, fingers crossed that it doesn't make us do this one more lap. So we'll still get 4 full laps here. Everyone on the softs, everyone with fresh wings, fresh tires, and yeah, hopefully everyone is ready to go. I have not taken a moment just to take a look at this Ferrari. I really like that livery. It is pretty cool. Not sure if I like it better than the white Red Bull that they did at Japan last year. Or the McLaren in Monaco last year was also super dope. I think that's probably my favorite livery. Not sure if Goldie knows that his... Oh, we're going. Okay. That's... Oh, man, and Rafa... Some lag going on. So Cub and Goldie both get away really nicely again, and Rafa maybe caught sleeping a little bit. I mean, Cub did go quite early, so that's probably what happened. I think Red is the closest driver to another driver. Goldie, he wants it. I'm so jealous of his traction control. Ooh, man, just swinging it in there. Shear is also right in the back of Red here. I think he's going to be vying for position. Oh, shit. Did he get more wing damage? Doesn't appear he did. That was a hard hit. Man, he's just dumping. And Red knows to just be patient here. He's not using ERS. He's going to take the outside line. He's got a wheel in there. I think Red's still okay. I think he's still in a good position. He just needs to hang on to the back here. He's got way more ERS to play with. Shear's already got his eye on the next target. And Rafa also sitting only at 40%. Goldie's still within DRS range technically. Just barely. Cub just seems to have so much more grip here in that middle sector, but I do think Goldie's maybe running less downforce. Seems like he's always making up time on less straights. I don't know how that wasn't a warning. I'll never understand this game's mechanics. And everyone is already spread out. So we'll just have to wait and see if anyone makes a mistake. I think we're just about in pace order at this point. I don't know, Sheer I think has more pace, but 2.3 seconds is quite a lot to make up in 2 laps when everyone's on the exact same tires. And look how much time Goldie's making up on the straights. 2/10 alone there. He needs to hold on to as much ERS as he can though. Because if he can get in DRS range, I think he's got a shot. Really do. No, Goldie! Shit, man. And he's in the back. And his tires are going to be heated. They're going to be heated after that. Yep. Ah, the pain. So that promotes Rafa into P2 and Sheer into P3. You see just how much curve Sheer is taking there. Man, he's taking some brave lines. I think Cub is, again, quite comfortable out front here. Lots of ERS to play with. He's already got the fastest lap, but I wouldn't be, well, I say that, and now I actually don't know. Yeah, okay, he got it again once we came back out on track for this stint, so. So everyone just about 2 seconds apart here. Not a whole lot to see. And this is the final lap. So unless some crazy shit happens, this is kind of where we're at. This is what we'll be looking at for the finish. Oh no, Cub. How is everyone running into walls but not getting damaged? I don't understand. Man, the tire wear is so much higher than I expected. Everyone is in the 40s already. That's wild. These tires go off so fast. Red Bull with a 1-2 finish. They're going to be very happy about that. And Sheer with a podium. I think that's a well-deserved podium for him. He drove such a good race after getting that lap, whatever, 2 or 3 damage and not being able to get his wing replaced because of the silly things that our game does. Well-deserved. So that's Cub coming across P1, Rafa P2. Sheer, oh, Sheer pips Rafa because he was within the 3 seconds by 3/10. That's huge. I totally forgot that Rafa had a 3-second penalty. Wild that Sheer got the P2. Driver of the day for me. Sorry, Rafa. So Rafa coming in P3, Red Baron coming in P4, and Goldie with that second to last lap spin, unfortunately, coming in P5. But hey, P5 is still good points, so can't complain. And then we had 3 unfortunate DNFs, Silence, Santi, and Ian. So that is the final countdown. I want to thank y'all for hanging out. If you're watching live or if you're checking it out on YouTube after the fact. Again, if you're interested in racing with us, we've got a badass community of people who've been racing together for shit. I mean, some of the guys have been around for, 5+ years. Great community. Discord's always got chatter of the latest F1 news, races, all that jazz. So it's a lot of fun. Even if you don't want to race, come check us out. We also have reserve positions if you're interested in racing here and there. Right now we always have spots, but even when we're full up, we pretty much always have spots for reserves then as well, because people, most of these guys are full-time jobs and a lot of them travel and whatnot. So if that's your kind of thing, check us out at frl.app. And you can also just type bang Discord in the Twitch chat, and that'll give you a link to our Discord as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. We do have another race coming up on next Monday, which will be Canada. So definitely check that out. Again, it's at Monday at 8:30 Eastern. See you then.